watching games is for kids. We're not kids anymore, okay? At some point of your life, you need to decide what you want.
Hey guys, I'm the founder of UnderdogChance.com, and in today's video, I'll be sharing my MLB picks with you. With over 25 years of betting experience, I've been helping bettors master the use of betting models, spreadsheets, and strategies that enabled me to leave the 9-to-5 grind behind. Last season, I netted 40 units from baseball betting, and this season, I'm aiming for 30 units. Each of my bets is derived from my private MLB betting model where I calculate my own odds and compare them with sportsbook odds. I want to emphasize that successful betting involves more than just following picks. It's complex and unique to each individual. That's why I advise against blindly following anyone's bets, including mine. We all have different odds, strategies, intellectual and emotional quotients, discipline levels, and financial or life situations. Every bettor's journey is unique. If you're serious about becoming a long-term winner and evolving beyond being just a follower to become the best bettor you can be, check out my courses on building sports betting models at underdogchance.com. Now, let's explore today's picks to track my journey this season, and hopefully, my analysis will help guide you towards smarter betting decisions.
So yesterday I had another winning day. I had Oakland against Miami Marlins, and in today's video I will share 5 best picks from my private betting model. This season I want to make 30 units. Right now I'm sitting at 55 wins, 48 losses with small loss. Full game money lines are doing well. I'm still waiting for first 5 innings to show good results. First 5 innings were, for example, amazing last year, and I think they will show up in the future, in next weeks, months as well. And I hope that I can finish with 30 units before I go to Summer Island. So let's go to today's projections, okay? The first game, Detroit against Yankees, Casey Mize, I don't know how to pronounce this, against Clark Schmidt, 2 right-handed pitchers. Based on my betting model projections, Yankees should have 63.68% of chance to win this game. My projected numbers for projected odds, minus 175 on Yankees. Bookmakers minus 154. Because of that, I think we have small value with Yankees. I don't see any value in first 5 innings, but for the full game, there is probably some value with Yankees. So if you like them, this can be your supportive information. Boston, Minnesota, I will skip this game because we have league average numbers for a pitcher for Boston. This is automatically no play for me. White Sox against St. Louis, Eric Feda against Lance Lynn. Based on my projections, there is no value in full game money line. So my betting model gives 39.08% of chance to Chicago White Sox. And if we turn these probabilities into the odds, my betting model gives White Sox plus 156, while bookmakers offer plus 159. So basically, very close to my numbers. And of course, St. Louis is better overall team. They have better bullpen as well. But I found a value in first 5 innings. This is close to be a 50-50 game in first 5 innings. And because of that, as you know, I'm taking first 5 innings plus 0.5, which means that if the game is tied after first 5 innings, it is still a winning bet. So White Sox 1.93 at 1.25 units. So this is my qualified bet in this game. Milwaukee against Chicago Cubs. I skipped this game, but if we put league average pitcher for Milwaukee, my betting model gives 56.24% of chance to Milwaukee against Chicago Cubs. Of course, there could be some differences if you change the lineups, if you, of course, do some changes, but those are rough numbers with current lineups that I have. Okay, and then we have Colorado, Pittsburgh, Gomber against Jared Jones. Based on my projections, Pittsburgh should have 71.23% of chance to win this game. And the bookmakers offer the odds of minus 196. And this is almost qualified bet for me. I'm looking for 1.5. So if I could get here 1.52, 1.53, that would be a qualified bet. I think earlier the odds were even better. Maybe at some bookmakers you can get even better odds. if you live in USA, if you could catch earlier odds, I think you got the value with Pittsburgh at minus 119. For example, I was a little bit late, and this just falls out of my qualified criteria, but I found the value with Pittsburgh in first 5 innings. So Pittsburgh first 5 inning is 2 unit play. Why this is so? Because I have here criteria, as you know, for full games. I'm looking for adjusted Kelly criterion 1.5 or bigger. Okay, and this number 1.48 just falls below 1.5. Okay, this is something you can use your own criteria if you have my betting model. For example, yesterday, Cincinnati against Baltimore. Based on my betting model, Baltimore would be almost qualified bet, because adjusted Kelly criterion yesterday, I think on Baltimore it was 1.22 or something like that. And Baltimore was a winning bet, so it would be. I think they were at the end underdog odds. So if you could catch good odds, Baltimore would be a winning bet, although you didn't beat the closing line, which is also important. But it was close to be a qualified bet. Okay, betting model is combination of formulas that calculates probabilities, and we turn these probabilities into the odds so you can compare your analysis with bookmakers odds. This is the core of sports betting, right? This is the concept of sports betting, right? But you can use your own criteria, you can use your own ideas if you use any of my betting models. Okay, and as I said, I use this 1.5 criteria when it comes to full money game line, full money line games, and this is almost qualified bet. Okay, but as I said, I found the value with first 5 inning, and I will stick to the plan. Okay, so I don't make any changes, I don't make any emotional decisions or something like that. So just stick to the plan. If this happens, then I do this. If this happens, then I make this action. The same if you start betting the season, you say, okay, I want to make, let's say, 30, 40, 50 units, whatever, and I will exit if I hit, I don't know, minus 30 units, and then you just stick to the plan. Okay, the problem with many sports bettors is that they change the plan before they even hit those pre-planned criterias. Okay, I was down more than 25 units this season already. I think minus 28 units at the start, when we still didn't have 2020 stats included. The next season I will wait three weeks, because then we will start hitting these games with baseball. But many bettors started panicking. They wanted to change strategy. They wanted to change. No, 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 no. If you bet for 15 years, like I do, I bet for 25 years, right? But successfully, more than 15 years. And I did all the analysis, all the projections. I escaped 9 to 5 more than 10 years ago, and I cannot just change the strategy every single negative month. If I would do this, then I would already lose everything, right? So you need to see the bigger picture. Okay, and if I do this for 15 years, and if I have this betting model, and if it calculates the probabilities, of course we will not have every single month with huge profit. We will also not have every single season as a great season, right? But if you do this for 15 years, 20 years, then you can say with some certainty that you're doing something well. And I would not change drastically strategy every single month just because you have negative month. Okay, and this is one thing. It is hard to figure out. This is why I always say learn from other people's mistakes, because you cannot learn all from your own mistakes. Because if you start betting, you need to spend 15 years to have the data and the knowledge that I have. This is why I share all my knowledge through my betting courses with you, so you don't need to waste 15 years like me or 25 years like me. And this is a small investment of your time, effort, and energy to skip all those processes like many sports bettors who are stuck for years. And what I wanted to say is that even if I had negative streak at the start, I didn't panic. So I simply stick to the plan. And the same with these predefined criteria, I simply stick to the plan. So I don't want to include my emotions to make, okay, I'm red hot now, right? So I will just, no. Simply stick to the plan step by step. Season is long, life is long. Focus on the process, focus on the strategy, and then take profits, reinvest profits, build better life. And this is what I try to teach sports bettors, not following picks on YouTube and not trying to mimic others. If you follow someone and if you don't follow him properly, if you panic when he's on a losing streak, or if you bet more when he is winning, then you're not doing well, right? So you should not do this, okay? Although I think that following is completely stupid. I don't understand people why they follow someone, but this is another topic. I repeat this every single month, every single week since I released my first video, since I released my first message on the internet. But this is how it is, right? So the next game, Toronto, Washington, Kevin Gaussman against Jake Irvin, right-handed pitcher against lefty. Based on my projections, Toronto should have 52.02% of chance to win this game. So as you see, my betting model shows that Washington should be smaller underdog, and with slightly better odds, Washington could be a qualified bet in this game. I didn't find a value, and I don't see any value in first 5 innings. So what that means, if you find the value in full money, full game money line, and you don't see any value in first 5 innings, there are two reasons for that. If we talk about Washington here, right? So Washington has a little bit better edge in the whole game. That means that they either have a little bit better bullpen, or their matchup in the first 5 inning is not that great against the starting pitcher. Okay, maybe they are not that great against righties, for example, and they are better against mixed players in the bullpen. So these numbers can tell us, okay? But anyway, based on my criteria, this is not qualified bet, although it is close to be qualified with Washington. Maybe plus 1.5, you can take plus 1.5, okay? Miami, Oakland, Trevor Rogers, Paul Blackburn, left against right. Yesterday, I had only one qualified bet. It was Oakland. It was a winning day. I kept betting on Oakland, and I'm not thinking right now, okay, they won yesterday, so I will not bet on Oakland today because of that. This is not a reason, right? I simply stick to the numbers. So if there will be 100 games, and if in next 100 games the betting model would show that Oakland is a play, I would still go with Oakland, no matter what, okay? And of course, in next 100 games, maybe Oakland will lose 40 games, but in next 100 games, based on this method, Oakland makes profits, that's it, okay? That's enough, right? Because we are looking for that edge in the long run, okay? So if we simulate the game many times, it must show the edge, it must show the profit, and then you hit these bets, okay? Of course, you will not win every single bet, but if you do in the long run, if you have enough opportunities, because I see every single bet as an opportunity, okay? And baseball is great because we have more than 2,400 opportunities every single season. So it is not a disaster if you lose first month, or if you lose even 30 games at the start. This is not a disaster because there is a lot of games in the future. So the season will be exciting. As I said, I hope I hit 30 units before I go to the islands, because every single season I go to the islands where I live. And of course, I will then help those who join my betting masterclass. And I will probably also make videos, projections, but my goal is always to uh, make money, reinvest, and build wealth. And this is something I try to teach sports bettors as well. This is my way. Some others will tell you follow picks and make some money, but I think this is not good enough goal. I think people have too small goals. Okay, so if you want to make 100 American dollars, of course you will not be motivated. If you want to make $1,000 per year, you will not be motivated, because if you want to make only 1,000 American dollars, and if you understand that sports betting is a relative competition against other sports bettors as well, and no matter what you do, you will need to be among top 5%, and you cannot be among top 5% if you don't take this seriously. Okay, I know people will say, yeah, just follow picks, just pay for picks, just subscribe to this odds comparison site, and you will make money. You will not make money, right? If you would make money, you would probably not watch this video, right? Because you would find one system, one method, and you would make money, right? This is not going to make you a lot of money, because and if you have small goal, you will also not put enough effort to be among top 5%. This is the problem, right? This is the paradox, or the problem, or irony, or whatever you call it, because you need to put some effort, right? If you want to be top 5%, and only those who are top 5% will make some money. 95% of people will end with minus record. So when they will end betting, before they will die, or before we will die, before we leave this world, 95% of people will look back, and they will say, okay, I didn't make a single dollar. If you would track all the bets, okay, if you track all the bets, every single dollar, and once you leave, before you leave this world, 95% of people will not make even $1. Okay, why they don't make even $1? Because they didn't take sports betting seriously. Why they didn't take sports betting seriously? Because they didn't have enough big goals. Most people are just looking for sports picks. Very small percentage of people actually wants to become successful sports bettors. And if you want to be successful sports bettor, then you need to take it seriously and put effort and energy and do it seriously, right? And this is the only way that you can be in top 5%. I didn't set these rules. This is how it is, okay? And some people will disagree with me, but those are people who still didn't make any money in sports betting. And we can do this year after year, more month after month, month after month, and the story is always the same. You cannot do these things by halves, because it is a war. It is a battle out there, and you need to be among top 5%. You need to outsmart others. This is how it is, right? I just received an email from a guy who is looking for sports picks, and he's willing to pay 7,000 American dollars per month. 7,000 American dollars per month for sports picks. And this is completely crazy, because when I checked the site where he wants to buy these sports picks, they don't even have the results. They're just doing great marketing, and it is completely crazy that people do much more research for holidays than for sports betting, where they lose a lot of money during the lifetime. So he already said to me that he already lost 50K during his lifetime on sports betting. But he, at the same time, he also said that he's not willing to learn sports betting. He's not willing to do spreadsheets, so nothing. So he's just looking for sports picks, and he will keep losing, which is completely okay, because we need losing bettors. We need those people who watch YouTube videos. We need those people who pay for sports picks. We need those people who follow sports picks, because they will lose, and because they lose, bookmakers can pay this top 5% of bettors amount money, right? Because I wouldn't be here if there wouldn't be losing bettors. This is how it is. So 95% of people lose. In my lifetime, I am winning better, because I had the data and I have the example as a living example, right? So they could pay me because someone else lost. Okay, and this is how it is, because the money doesn't come from government into sports betting space. There must be losing bettors so we can win. And people who don't take it seriously, they will keep losing. Maybe they will have one good season, but when they will make a summary for their 20 years, they will lose. They will lose, okay, because they don't put enough effort. And this is how it is, right? And what I wanted to say is that you need to take it seriously, and it is smart to stick to the plan, okay? And then, of course, if after some time the plan is not doing well, then you can change it. But you need to understand the betting numbers, everything else, so you know what are you changing, right? If you don't understand what are you changing, then this is just trying to hit that streaks, which is not going to work, okay? Yesterday, as I said, I had Oakland, and today I have Oakland again. The odds are much smaller, no, 1.83, but my projected odds are minus 185, and bookmakers minus 120. Maybe Oakland will lose this game, but based on my betting model, we have positive expected value, okay? So I will explain this also. I didn't explain this for some period of time, so I will explain. So what is the concept of making winning bets, okay? The concept is pretty simple, okay? You see the price on the betting market, okay? And the price is this. I will explain in American odds, okay? So bookmakers say, okay, if you bet on Oakland, you must invest $120 and we will pay you 100 American dollars, okay? So this is the price. This is similar price if you buy a tomato, if you buy a car, if you buy a house, if you buy a shoes. When you go to the market, you see the product and you see the price. Make sense? And the odds are nothing else than the prices. And the price will decide if you will make profit in the long run or not. So let me explain. So let's say that you buy a car, okay? Your goal is that you outsmart the market and you say, okay, this car costs 50,000 American dollars, but I know that it should cost 80,000 American dollars. And I know that I can sell it for 80,000 American dollars elsewhere, okay? And because of that, I will buy this car for 50,000 American dollars. Why? Because you had that discrepancy, right? So you will buy this car for 50,000 American dollars and you will sell it for 80,000 American dollars. But you must be sure that you calculated or come up with this price, which is good. And in sports betting, this price is this price. So this is my 80,000 price, and this is 50,000 price. So bookmakers tell me, okay, you must pay 120, so they will pay me 100 American dollars. But I have calculated with my betting model that the fair price on the market should be 185 American dollars, so that they pay me 100 American dollars, okay? But then when I check bookmakers odds, I see, okay, they are paying me much more. I get more than I would expect, like buying a car. I expect that the fair price would be 80,000 American dollars. And then when I see 50,000 American dollars, okay, then I say, okay, this price is better than I would expect. And because of that, I will buy this car and I will sell it later. And if you look at the prices like this, and if you constantly buy these products where you get better price or on discount, you will start making the profit. And if you don't have the price before, you buy a car, before you buy a tomato, before you buy shoes, before you bet, then you will lose. Then you're just guessing. Maybe sometimes you will be lucky and you will buy a car and then you will sell it for a better price later. But if you don't have well-defined system, how you estimate that price for a car, let's say for a car, okay, you will look at the car, you will look at the tires, you will look at the engine. So you need to have a well-defined system. So you check the tires, you check the year of the car, the color of the car, the engine, everything, right? And then you have the system, and then you estimate what would be the fair price. And this is a sports betting model. So I take the data, and the betting model will calculate me the price. And if the betting model is good, in the long run, you will make much more uh, much more better bets than the rest of sports bettors. And this is why people who use numbers, who use analysis, they make money. And those who don't have betting model, don't have the well-defined system based on numbers, they lose. Simple as that. Okay. And for this, we don't need to be rocket scientists. This is how it is, right? You need to have a strategy. Okay, some people will say, okay, what about arbitrage betting? Of course, arbitrage betting is also one way to do this. Okay, so you simply use two different bookmakers. And if you have plus 120 at one bookmaker, plus 120 on second bookmaker, and you bet on both, right? So at one bookmaker, I would bet on Miami. On the second, I would bet on Oakland because I would get plus odds on both. This is a sure profit. However, the problem with arbitrage betting is that you will need to deal with soft bookmakers, shady bookmakers. They will limit you, and they openly say that they will limit you. You need to have a lot of money because these percentages are very small, right? Sometimes it can happen that you will bet a lot of money on first team, and the second they will limit you, and you will not bet the amount of money you want. And if you don't bet exactly the calculated amount of money, you will lose, and you are risking whole banker or everything, right? So there's a lot of problem with arbitrage bettings, and bookmakers don't allow this, right? Then the second type of betting, this is something that most bettors right now do. So you check this podcast, Twitter handicappers, professional experts, everything. What they are doing, they are simply comparing pinnacle lines with their soft bookmakers lines. And if they find better lines at soft bookmakers than it was offered on pinnacle, then this is expected value. But the question is now, so this is legit way to bet. This is why you see so many odds comparison sites, which is completely okay. But again, you need to deal with soft bookmakers, with limits, with everything else. And at the end of the day, this will not make you an expert. Every single betting model, every single spreadsheet, every single result that I show you is against Pinnacle. So the question is, so if these pro bettors, if they look at Pinnacle, the question is, who is betting at Pinnacle? Who is betting on betting exchanges? Who is betting on Asian bookmakers? Most of the money I made in my life was on betting exchanges and Pinnacle. So we are talking about true betting skill, right? So once you can beat these markets, then you can beat any other market, right? So this is the second. So the third way people also use are steam betting. So they're looking at the pinnacle, and if there is significant line movement, then they bet on soft bookmaker that didn't move the line. The problem with all these ways of betting is that uh, I think it will in near future this will end, because even those soft bookmakers will move lines immediately in the future. So with AI and technology, all those lines, so you will not have the time to catch those lines. And at the end of the day, uh, every sports bettor will need to find his own unique way to bet, and the best way is to build your own betting system or sports betting model. Then with sports betting the sports betting models, the problem is a software, because some people know how to use math, statistics, Python, complex other programming languages, for example R statistics, and 90% of people are not familiar with statistics, with math, with programming languages like Python or R statistics. I see that many people who love to bet, they have problems with opening Google, with opening spreadsheets, because spreadsheets are still the easiest tool or simple to understand tool to build a betting model, right? And when you learn spreadsheets, when you learn sports betting models, when you learn these concepts, uh, and this is something anyone can learn, right? Then you can start creating your own unique betting models, your own unique systems, and this is something that will bring profits in the future. You can bet any sport you want once you understand the concept, and I think anyone who bets should learn at least spreadsheets. Okay, people who cannot use spreadsheets or who cannot understand basic concepts of positive expected value, basic concept of probabilities, they will still lose in the long run. Okay, because it is like if let's say that you want to drive Formula One and you have you don't see and you don't have glasses. Okay, no matter how how big is your passion to drive Formula One, if you don't see the if you don't see, you will not drive it well. Maybe this is not good example. Or for example, you want to play soccer, right? And you're unhealthy, you don't like to run. No matter if you like to play with the ball, for professional soccer, you need to train hard, you need to live a good lifestyle, you need to eat healthy, because without these things you will not be professional. Okay, I believe that there is a lot of great kids who are playing well, and many of them would be great professionals, but being professional, it you need to do also other things. Okay, and this, it is all possible, but we need to understand these things. Okay, and I'm talking about the long term profit. So for next 5-10 years, so that sports betting become actual benefit in your life, not just some gambling or looking for sports picks, or being afraid if you lose 100 American dollars. Professional bettors who bet for years and they really have the edge, and if they use sports betting profit smartly, nobody cares about 100 bets, nobody cares about 1000 American bets. It is all about the game, ups and downs. It is like a chart in investments, so sometimes it goes up, sometimes goes down, but overall you're looking to make the profits. Okay, so I hope this makes sense, and I hope that you got some idea from this as well. Okay, so let's go to San Francisco against Philadelphia, win against Ranger Suarez. Based on my projections, there's no value. My numbers and bookmakers numbers are the same. So as you see, my betting model say, okay, if you bet $100 on San Francisco Giants, somebody should pay you plus 178 dollars. So 78 so 178 profits, right? But if I check this number from bookmaker, they pay me less, so there's no value, right? So this is the concept. So every time, when before you make a bet, you need to know what are you willing to pay. So if you see Boston Red Sox minus 150, you need to think, okay, is this something that I'm willing to pay or not, right? So, and you need to come somehow with this number. So you cannot just make this number in your head. It is better that you have a system. Every successful business, every successful sports betting, every successful NFL team, it is all about the concepts, about systems, about strategies, about tactics. Okay, for example, if you take NFL team, they just don't come on the field and we will just throw balls. No, 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 no. They have the plan. They have the criteria. They have the plan. They have the strategy. Behind this strategy is the data. They know exactly what they need to do. They stick to the plan, and this is how you win games. This is how you win life. This is how you win sports betting. Okay, and people who don't understand this, and even if we repeat this all the time, if they don't understand this, if you don't have any plan, how much time, how much money, how much effort, how you come to these numbers, then you will not win. And people who don't make money, maybe those are the first questions you need to solve. Okay, are you willing to put enough effort to become successful better or not, right? Angels, Cleveland, Detmers against Lively, left-handed against righty. Based on my projections, fair price would be plus 144 on LA. They are giving me 131, which is less than I would expect. So this is not good bet. Okay, the same here, not good enough, right? Then we have Baltimore, Cincinnati. Based on my projections, Baltimore should be minus 125. They are giving me a little bit better price. As I said yesterday, Baltimore beat Cincinnati. So it is high scoring game based on my projections. I don't focus on totals. So I don't track. I don't know if it would be successful, but I don't find any value in money lines. Texas, Kansas City Royals. Based on my projections, Texas should be minus 126. They are minus 109. So small value with Texas, but still not good enough to make a bet. Mets, Tampa Bay Rays. I would skip this game. Seattle, Houston, Logan Gilbert, Framber Waldes. Uh, Based on my projections, Houston should be minus 143. They are minus 135, maybe small value with Houston. San Diego against Arizona, again, no value. We can also check first five Phoenix are my projections for first five Phoenix are exactly the same. And then we have Atlanta against Dodgers. I'm going with Dodgers, both first five inning and full game money lines, both for 2 units. Based on my projections, Dodgers should be bigger favorite than they actually are. So my fair price is minus 249, bookmakers minus 172. So Dodgers are the final play. Okay, so those are all my projections. Those are all my ideas, my thoughts for today. Uh, I think I received a comment that I should just release picks at the end. Well, if I would just release picks, then I would probably run a subscription because my time, my expertise, my effort, my time, my energy. So that I share these numbers with you. This is not 15 minutes today. It is combination of 25 years of struggle, 25 years of analysis, 25 years of research, and I share this in 1 minute. And some people who want this for free, they want that I just make all this, give you for free so you can make. This is not how the things works. Okay, uh, my goal is not sharing picks. I share the process, I share my ideas with people because I'm not happy when I see people making 100 American dollars. I am most happy when I see people transform their lives through sports betting. Okay, and I have a lot of examples. Okay, those are people who actually took my courses and actually watch and practice all the videos, read all the books, and really listen my advice. Okay, my advice is maybe not nice always, but I'm not here to be nice. I am here to be fair and help people to change their minds with and help them with my strategies, with my thinking, with my ideas that help me in my life. Of course, not every single idea can help everyone, but there are general ideas, general strategies that are proven, that helped me and helped others as well. Okay, so when I say read Naval Ravikant Almanac, and then if people don't read it, that's your problem. Okay, or if I say read this, watch this, do this, instead of something else, and if people say okay, I will not do this, then it is probably your problem, right? So let's say that you look for some let's say that you, I don't know, let's say, so I'm training Muay Thai, right? So let's say that you want to have the best coach for Muay Thai, and then you find the best coach for Muay Thai in the world. Let's say that he's the best or one of the best, and then you come to him and he will tell you, okay, you're in a bad shape. First, you need to train and you need to change mindset and you need to be more aggressive. And then you will say, no. Just give me tips how to make shots, how to kick. And he will say, okay, if you want to win, then you need to listen to me. So if I tell you run around the building 10 times, you need to run around building 10 times, or don't come to me, right? Or don't come, just go to YouTube, watch these kicks, and you can do whatever you want. But if you come to me, you will do as I say you, and every single thing I say you is important. If I say that you need to stop drinking alcohol, you need to stop drinking alcohol if you want to be the best. If I say you that you need to run first and you need to start living healthy lifestyle, if you want to be a champion, you need to do this before I will show you how to kick, right? So those are all important things, and people just want to kicks, they just want to make bets, they just want to score goals. This is not how the things work. If you want to be successful in any field, it is all about transformation. Anything you do is all about transformation. It is nothing about peaks. It is nothing even about sports betting models. if you have good sports betting model, and if you don't change your mind, if you don't change you as a person, you will maybe do analysis for 3 months, maybe one season, and then you will stop. Then you will go with your old friend and you will talk about the teams, about the games, and you will be broke again. You need to change the mindset. Okay, I even changed my whole friends at some point of my life. I started having friends with successful mindset. I'm not saying that you should change your friends, but you can hack your mind. So you start listening to successful people through podcasts, through videos, through something like that. But everything I say here and everything I have in my betting courses is to help you. Okay, some things maybe looks like strange, or maybe something that you don't want to do, but believe me, everything I say with intention to help you become winning better. Okay, winning picks will not make you winning better. Winning picks will not make you money in the long run. Uh, only transformation. Okay, when I say stop watching games and people don't listen to me, I cannot go to their houses and turn off TV or turn off computer. Simply stop watching games. It is completely waste of time. If you spend 3 hours for watching games, imagine that you put these 3 hours into learning about statistics, about learning spreadsheets. I see people for following me for three years and they still don't know how to calculate probabilities. Why they don't know how to calculate probabilities? Because they spend whole day watching games. Watching games is for kids. We're not kids anymore. Okay, at some point of your life you need to decide what you want, right? I would also like to play PlayStation. I would also like to watch games, baseball. I will sit down on my couch, I will turn TV on, I will drink beer, and I will watch baseball. This is for kids. Okay, kids play, kids wants to have fun. At some point in our life we need to step up, and we need to know, we need to understand what will bring success and what we need to do. The winners, at some point, they stop giving attention to the things that don't help them in their life. Okay, this is even more important than trying to figure out the best strategy. Simply stop giving attention to the things that don't help you in your life. Okay, people who find this, who can understand this, they will start winning. Drinking alcohol, watching games, cigarettes, hanging out with negative friends, with people who will drag you down, not sleeping, not living healthy life. All those things not will not help you. And in this world of sports betting, where the competition is so tough, you need to put every single piece of puzzle so you can be better than others. So if you have two bettors, let's say that they have same amount of money, same amount of knowledge, same amount of skill, same amount of luck or whatever, and one is sleeping well and the other is not sleeping well. The first one is watching games whole night, and the second one is using this time to rest, to read a book. In the long run, he will start making better decisions, more calm decisions. Okay, and this guy will start losing. And when you have thousands of such people, at some point they will go up and they will come into 5%, and those will go down. Okay, this is why it is so hard in the long run to be in top 5%, because you need to transform your mind, you as a person. Okay, it is not about picks. Picks are bullshit. Picks are nothing. Picks are for the for kids, for people who just likes to watch games. Okay, I share picks. I share the process because this is the only way to share the message. But my message is something else. Okay. And with this, I will finish my video today. Okay. So I hope you got some ideas. And whatever decide to take, I wish you good luck. And always remember, winning at sports betting is all about personal transformation. People who can transform, they will also find a way how to win. Those who are not willing to transform, those who are not willing to invest time, money, effort, and energy into becoming better sports better, it is only a matter of time when they will start losing, even if they get good picks. And this is the whole thing. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you next time.